From now on, whoever's on a win streak, that's who I'm rooting for. I'm behind whoever is coming off a win. If you're coming off a loss, sorry, I'm going to be rooting against you. What's holding the women back, reason why women, the WMMA fighters, are not really respected is because so few of them stand out. That's what it is. Every division that stood out, that was really in the public's eye, was so because there were standout fighters in the division. You can go down the list and take your pick. Currently, who's the guy with the most buzz? It's the guys who haven't lost yet. And a lot of people view Aspinall as an undefeated fighter. And he has the most buzz of any heavyweight aside from John Jones. Take a look at the undefeated UFC fighters. You're going to notice a pattern. The guys with the buzz, of course, they're undefeated, but you're going to see very few females. And who do you see here? Movsar Evloev, Umar Nurmagomedov, Shavkat Rakhmonov. These are fighters with serious buzz. Michael, and look at how many of them there are. This is the problem. I am not going to root for a bunch of mediocre fighters. I don't want to see that. And I finally figured it out. I figured out what irks me, what frustrates me about these female fighters. So few of them really stand out and are dominant. That's what it is. And this is the case in boxing. Several undefeated boxers. And it's what carries boxing. So the women, WMMA fighters, are missing more than just skills. They lack standout fighters. Michael Morales, Daniel Marcos, Ian Gary, Tatsuro Tiara. I mean, look at how many of them are men. This is what brings life to all divisions. When there are several fighters in there who look exceptional, there's not enough. So what I'm saying is, I'm not going to be happy for no fighter who gets back in the win column. I'm sorry. Hey, I don't know these fighters like that anyways. Me and these fighters got a business relationship. I'm not about to be rooting for a fighter coming off an L defeating a fighter coming off a win. Because then what do you have? A bunch of mediocre fighters where don't nobody stand out. There's nothing to get excited about. Nothing to pique your interest. What draws it? Look at John Jones. His appeal is that he's seen as so much better than his competition. That's the same way with all of them. A big problem with the women, there's not enough standout fighters. They all take L's. They all getting whooped. The ones who managed to maintain a respectable win streak are the biggest names. And they're the biggest names because of whatever run they had at whatever point in their career. So that's it. I don't care who it is. I don't care who you are. If you coming off a loss, I'm not rooting for you. If you going up against a fighter who coming off a win and you coming off a loss, I'm rooting for whoever coming off a win. If you're both coming off a loss, I'm looking at whoever is on a losing streak. Whoever's on a losing streak, I'm rooting against you. If both fighters if both are coming off a win, I'm rooting for whoever's on the longest win streak. That's what it is. I'm getting behind whoever is doing best. That's what's wrong with WMMA. There's not enough fighters among the women who's starching the competition. It's as simple as that. That is what Dakota Dichiva is riding on. They recently made a post of her talking about 100% stoppage ratio. I told you that is used to sell fighters. How many of y'all saw that? It was posted on Instagram. They made a whole meme of the fighters or of her record, stoppages and submissions. And they put in big letters, 100% stoppage ratio in the PFL. So when you lack that, when that's absent, you just got a whack division, a whole bunch of whack division, mediocre divisions. Nothing to get excited about. So flat out, that is what will grow any combat sports or any organization. Standout fighters. So again, if you coming off a loss, I flat out, and there's a lot that can factor in. But the bottom line, I'm rooting for whoever's doing better. For example, Shevchenko against Manon. Now, that's a hard one because there's so few standout. I gotta go with Manon. I'd prefer Manon because Shevchenko took a loss. If Shevchenko had not lost to Grasso and fought to a draw with Grasso, I want Shevchenko to win. I want that run to continue. And, she fill up all 8 rubies, undefeated. That draws attention. That's what earns you respect. But Shevchenko has taken her knocks. But Manon is flawed. She don't get no stoppages. But that said, I think Shevchenko, I want to see more fighters fight Shevchenko. It's important for me, for all divisions, to have strong champions. Okay? Because I think the best fights to be made are the ones that involve like Shevchenko, Natalia Silva, Shevchenko. But I wouldn't mind Natalia Silva, Manon Fiorot. I think Manon Fiorot would make a decent champion. She just don't get enough stoppages. So hopefully she can get some more stoppages. And again, for example, hopefully Gabriella. See, if Gabriella have another fight and she lose, that'd be depressing. And I feel that with every fight. I just never thought to verbalize it. It's just something I always felt that I never actually articulated. I'm articulating it now. Think about it. As good as she looked, and this is a big win for her, it'll be all the way she go out there and get sparked by another Teresa Bleda level fighter. Keep that win streak going. We need more standout fighters. As simple as that.